The purpose of this video is to convince you that the subject of this course, creating pivot tables in Microsoft Excel, is worth learning. This video won't show you how to create pivot tables. The manipulations will probably go by too quickly, but it will illustrate the types of results pivot tables offer, as well as how easy they are to achieve. The first example lists orders placed by a company's big customers. Each row represents an order by some customer for some product. As you can see by the repeated order ID values in column A, some orders are for multiple products. This data set is of medium size, with 1,750 records. The company wants the information described in the text box. A list of orders, that is a list of distinct order ID values. A list of products ordered, that is a list of distinct values in the product column. A list of products broken down by product category. The total amount paid broken down by customer and product category, with a corresponding column chart of this breakdown for any selected customer. And the total amount paid by month, with a corresponding line chart. Assuming that you're pretty good at Excel, but you don't know anything about pivot tables, how long do you think it would take you to provide this information? I'll show you in real time how it can be done with pivot tables. Just sit back and watch. There is a list of order IDs. Over 600 of them. There is a list of products sold. Close to 80 of them. There is a list of products broken down by product category, such as beverages or condiments. There is a numerical breakdown of total amount paid, broken down by product and customer. And here is a corresponding chart. There's a lot going on in that chart, but I will narrow it down to a single customer. Any customer. Each bar shows the total amount spent by that customer in that product category. And finally, I will break it down by order date, where I will group by month and year. And I'll change the chart to a line chart. So that's how long it took to get all of that information. The second example lists 856 potential customers for a new frozen lasagna product. The last column indicates whether the person has tried the product, yes or no. The company marketing the product wants to understand which customer characteristics might be associated with lasagna triers. Are they young? Do they live alone? Do they make large salaries, or what? Specifically, the company wants the information described in the text box. The percentage of these customers who have tried the product, and for each of the other variables such as age or live alone, a breakdown of the percentages in each of its categories who have tried the product with corresponding column charts. Again, sit back and watch as I provide this information. Note that some of the variables, such as age and income, aren't categorical, but pivot tables allow you to group such data into categories. That's the first answer. 57.83% of the people have tried the product. Now I will break it down by neighborhood. For each of the neighborhoods, you can see the percentage who have tried the product. Obviously, the highest percentage is in the West. As I get this information, I would be writing notes, either on a piece of paper or here in the spreadsheet. I will create a column chart of these percentages. Next, I'll try age. There are too many ages, so I will group them. The youngest people seem to be the most likely to try. Let's try gender. There's a little difference, with males slightly more likely to try, but not much difference. Let's try dwell type. There isn't much difference here. Let's try income. Again, I will group. These 100% might not be very significant. They might correspond to only 1 or 2 people. But it does appear that people who earn more are slightly more likely to try our product. By now, you get the idea. For each of these potential variables, I can see, both numerically and graphically, the effect they have on whether people try our product or not. Hopefully, you are now convinced that pivot tables represent one of Excel's most powerful tools, if not its most powerful tool, and that you should be in the elite group of Excel users who have mastered pivot tables. The rest of the videos in this series will provide instructions on how to create the type of pivot tables you saw here, and they will show much more. Fortunately, as you will see, pivot tables are not only extremely powerful, but they are incredibly easy to use.